Morning Reds, Sam here from United People's TV, here with the first match review of the season. Man United have beaten Club America 1-0, first game of the pre-season. I just want to sort of come on, have a couple of talking points, say what I saw from the game. Overall, we've got to be happy with that performance. First game of the pre-season, you can't really take too much away from it, other than maybe some individual performances, which is basically what we're going to concentrate on. First and foremost, Morgan Schneiderlin. That was really tasty from him. Only 45 minutes. Everybody only played 45 minutes. Nobody played the full 90. Morgan Schneiderlin was class. He scored a header, which was really nice, little looping header into the corner, but it was more everything he did in his own half. He was in the right position all the time. His passing, he showed a good range of passing, some short balls, some long balls. Interceptions were spot on. Tackling, he was powerful. He really looked like the sort of box-to-box midfielder that I didn't really know he was. I mean, I know he played in that role at Southampton at points, but I always saw him as more of a deeper line midfielder. But it looks like United have got a player on their hands. The sort of player that we haven't had in a long time. I'm not sure when. Scholes, maybe? Scholes could really tackle, could he? Anyway, someone else we're going to talk about, Bastian Schweinsteiger, is a Manchester United player. That will never get old. I'll never get bored of saying that. He made his debut, and it was just as classy as we all thought it would be. He was dictating the play, he was spraying passes, he was not really moving much because he didn't have to, but he was making sure that the game was ticking around him. But what I really liked when I was watching Schweinsteiger, you can see him talking to people. He was telling Pereira what to do. He was telling Lindegaard what to do at one point. He was leading by example. He was every inch the seasoned veteran that you know he is. And given that he's only played 45 minutes in the United shirt, it's amazing that he can come in and have that mindset straight away and apply it to a new club, because he's going to be a lead. He's going to be a captain without having the armband on. That's how I see Schweinsteiger this season, and that's where I see the value in Schweinsteiger, the real value. Yes, he's still a top quality midfielder, but it's everything he can bring to the team and all the players around him that he can make play better, simply because of his organisation, his know-how, his experience. It's going to rub off on people, and it's going to make everyone else's game step up a notch because they're playing next to Schweinsteiger. And that's fantastic in itself. And to boot, he's still actually a good footballer. It's a win-win situation. Another little piece we're going to do on Depay here. Really quite liked what I saw of Depay last night. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. But he was playing in a central role. I expected him to play out on the wing, but he played more central, which is fine. He has played there before. And he was much more creative than I thought he would be. I saw Depay as a powerful, pacey midfielder / attacker. I saw that being where his real strength was. But he showed real good vision and a really nice first touch as well. The really lovely first touch pass to Rooney that went over the top. That was gorgeous. And he always had his head up. And that makes a big difference. You see Valencia's like this. That's how he plays football. Whereas Depay is always looking up. He's looking for the pass. He's looking for his teammates. And more often than not, he found them. There was one point where he got greedy when he should have played in Ashley Young, but I'm not going to lambast him for that. A player of his nature will be greedy. He's going to be. I see him as being like a nanny, but much better. In that he's that sort of player that he can frustrate. He will probably frustrate people by some of the stuff he does, but those sorts of players need to take the chances on. If you want to score goals, you've got to shoot. And Depay is not going to be afraid of that. Someone who I was really, really impressed with was Matteo Darmian. I watched him quite a lot during the game, and he was bombing it forward. He was supporting Juan Mata on the right flank. But then as soon as Club America were in attack, he would run straight back to his position. He didn't have any defensive lapses in that he didn't leave too much space behind him. Now, we haven't had that sort of right back since Wes Brown and Gary Neville were doing it, and Raphael for that one season. But Darmian looked really, really composed in what he did. He was never, obviously everyone was tired because it was 45 minutes of the first pre-season game, but I was just really impressed by Darmian. I'm really happy by how he looked, because right back was such a weakness last season, in that this formation relies on fullbacks overlapping the wingers to create the space and the width. We had Valencia overlapping last season, and he was scared to overlap. And it meant that we couldn't really do much, and we would become stagnant on the right wing. We would go all the way down the right wing and then pass it back. Now it looks like we've got the opportunity on both wings to feed those overlapping fullbacks, and that will feed into, it should be more goals. Special mentions here to two players. Sam Johnston, who in the first half I thought did fantastic. He played almost like a sweeper keeper role. He was always quick off his line and he was decisive, and he did very well for himself. So nice one, Sam. Good name too. Oh yeah. And also a special mention for Andreas Pereira, who was wicked in the second half. I mean, he's had the Under-20s World Cup in the summer, and that's obviously clearly rubbed off onto him. He was really, really classy. Could have scored more than one, I think. But he'll be really happy with that performance, and so Louis van Gaal will be as well. I mean, overall, you're playing two different 11s in two halves. United were on top for the majority. Club America had a couple of chances, but I would say all in all, that was a very good, disciplined performance. And that's only game one. This should all improve with time, and we should get better and better. But as a starting point, I think we've all got to take that as a pretty good result. And we can now go into the second game against San Jose, a little bit more confidence. Maybe Van Gaal will let players play more like 60 minutes rather than just a straight half. And we're all working up towards the PSG game to end the pre-season tour. And then, of course, Spurs to open the Premier League season. That's what we're all working towards in the end, aren't we? This is all pre-season, but that's what we're going for. And yeah, that's it for the match review. I mean, as I said, I'm happy with how we played. 1-0, good start, football's back. Schweinsteiger is a United player. Schneiderlin played well. Darmian played well. Depay played well. What more could you want? So that's it for the match review. This is Sam Peebles for United People's TV. Please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to United People's TV. And we're going to have some more videos over the pre-season tour whenever we can bring them to you. So keep your eyes checked and catch us on Twitter. See you later.